What's going on, guys? King Trats here, back in another video on the channel, and today this is one of those meals that people are like, what the heck is he doing? Excuse me. Cheeseburger, mac and cheese, tacos. It was supposed to be a sandwich, then it was supposed to be spaghetti tacos. It didn't have any spaghetti, so I said, let's make cheeseburger mac and cheese. I've made it before. I wanted to put it in a taco. I didn't have elbows, so it's penne. Kind of, look, it's still gonna be lit. So it is what it is. Let me just go through a quick rundown with you guys. It's very, very simple. I use this recipe. I'll leave a link on the bottom, but it's just basically penne, lots of cheese sauce, lots of cheese. You bake it off, of course, with ground beef, the seasoning, of course, the jalapenos. Flavor jets are turning on. These are the type of meals that make no sense. People say, what the heck are you eating? And then you try it, and it's like, oh, all right. So it is what it is. I also have my trusty, the rest of the zesty sauce I made when I made the cheeseburger or chili cheese onion ring burrito bowl. Homemade zesty sauce. Not really sure how that came out as far as how I made the recipe, but I'm going to make another batch the next time I do it, and we'll be good to go. But I'm hungry, and I'm tired, which are two different things. What do they call that? Hangry? Whatever. Let's eat. Y'all like Hamburger Helper? That's what this is. In a taco. I have an affinity for hard taco shells. I say it all the time. People are going to bash me, the taco enthusiast. You want to see the hard taco, the regular OG taco, authentic, real deal, check the link down below. I did that one too, but these are nacho envelopes. And I'm just a big fan. And you can see what's going on the inside. There is lots and lots of cheese inside of here. The issue is that I made this about 20 minutes ago before I had to set up. So, I know people get mad at cold food, but when you eat your food, do you set your tacos up like this and try to make it look presentable? It is what it is. I said it before, content creators, I guess you're used to eating cold food and it doesn't matter. This is going to last about as much as I did on my prom date. Did I just really say that? Somebody needs to shut me up. I'm going to put this right in here. I shouldn't probably be eating jalapenos, but I absolutely love them. Since my stomach is actually kind of still burning from yesterday's spicy wing challenge, if you didn't see that, I'll leave a link down below. It hurt. Just an update on how that went as I shove another taco into my mouth. They're so good. I used to put these in bread, but that extra added crunch from the nacho. It's a nacho envelope. Same thing, isn't it? Things were a little spicy the next day. I think you get where I'm getting at. A little spicy. Just a little spicy. Still felt a little bit of the burn. But you guys want to see more spicy challenges, you said it. I'm going to do it. So, again, I know it's cheesy, but it's just cheesy. But I really want to see that hamburger helper sauce going on right there on the bottom. Is that right there? That's what you're looking for. That drippy on the table. Oh, just keep the wet wipe. I'm not saying a word. So we will do more spicy challenges. I want to say thank you guys for, of course, your continued support. I do have more plans, more different kinds of content coming soon. You guys enjoyed the food truck festival thing. I looked it up. I talked to some of the people who own the trucks from that last festival. We reached out to each other. I tagged them on Instagram, so they kind of, I reached out to some of them, they reached out to some of me, but I will be going to more of those in the next coming weeks. So there will be some more content on that end. And lastly, as a lot of you guys do like to keep a counter for me and have reminded me, we're getting close to that 10,000 mark, which is a really, really cool thing. Like I said, I've only been at the YouTube thing for maybe a couple of months. It should probably be too soon But I started in the middle of September, around there, I think. Sometime around there. So, thank you guys for your continued support. We'll be doing more content. This is a chill, low-key meal. The spicy wing, it hurt yesterday, so I only made 10. In the old days, I used to eat 20 tacos. Though I didn't fill them with a box of macaroni. So it's kind of a trade-off. But those are kind of the plans going forward. I always try to keep you guys in the loop since you've been rocking with me. I love hard tacos, and they're so good. And the beef, I seasoned it with the same burger seasoning I use when I make cheeseburgers. Obviously added the tomatoes and the jalapenos. You can add lettuce to this if you like eating leaves. I don't. At all. So, you definitely can do that. And it'll still probably be dope, but I just don't get the lettuce. Especially like iceberg lettuce. It tastes like wet leaves. I tried. And I said it, I want to eat salad so bad, man. But I can't do it. I can't. And right now it is 3:30 in the morning, and I'm recording this video. There's a common question of what time do I eat? It changes. Sometimes it's midnight, sometimes it's 10 p.m., sometimes it's 3 in the morning, just depending on how my day goes. And another long day, beautiful day, not complaining, but just got some more equipment in, a new power tower. It's like a thing you do dips, pull-ups, and abs on. Try to put that together. I've been putting all that stuff together for the last few weeks. Now we got the window people coming in for the shop front. So we've got to install the sign, an awning, everything's pretty much done, but at the same time, we've still been working and in work in progress. We haven't really had the grand opening. It's been a soft opening of existing clients. So we're already overbooked as it is. And it's looking very likely that we'll probably have to get another facility on top of this one, because you can only accommodate so many people at once, and I don't want it to be packed, especially now with the social distancing. We've got to adhere to that kind of stuff. So, excuse me, more investments to be made. I did want to talk about this. It's off topic to what I've been saying the whole time, but I had a client come in, and they were like, watch this video. So there was a girl on TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I don't know. I think once you turn 30, it's just, TikTok is just not the play. I know there are older people on there, just for me. Who knows? Maybe I'll get it one, doesn't matter. But she was telling a story about, I'm going to be wearing half of this, by the way. You can see one of them just fell apart because I overstuffed the living heck out of them. But she's telling a story about how she said this happens to women all the time. And I can confirm it happens to men all the time too. But she was talking to a guy. You know the talking, people say they're talking where you're not dating, but you're kind of like getting to know each other and you're not sure you're exclusive. That stage, well, she said for weeks they had been exchanging messages. He was so sweet, calling her baby, and you had pet names for each other. And then finally he said that, look at that, he wanted to introduce her to her friends, or his friends, I should say. And she said that went really well. So she spent the weekend with him, and on Sunday, he kissed her goodbye, and she never heard from him again. She said the next day, she waited a few days and texted him and said, I hope everything's okay. And then 2 days later, I guess she said, I don't know what happened, but can you please at least tell me? She's trying to get closure, which I completely understand. And finally, she posted this story, which she posted an update and said, you're reading this story. I'm watching all this unfold, and she's, the client, and she's like, I can't believe guys do this. Women do this too, by the way. Doesn't matter. She got ghosted. And I guess, even though she got ghosted, she made that story and saw that he had read the story. So you can, on Instagram, you can see that people read your stories, like you can click on it. So she's like, I guess that means we're done. But she's like, why didn't you give me any closure? Why didn't you tell me this stuff? You know, why couldn't you just be honest with me about anything or whatever? Which I can completely understand. The reason I'm telling you this, and she, whoever she is, I don't know who she is, whenever she is, but I'm sure a bunch of you have been ghosted before. As have I. No, I haven't. I'm sorry. Really? Wait. I'm trying to go through the Rolodex. I haven't really been ghosted. Because ghosted when people kind of just like never talk to you again. You know, they just stop talking, cease all contact. That's never happened. I've had things kind of break off, and it's usually been mutual, or I'm the one who does like the, you know, I will tell you why. I'm a straight up person. Like, if something's not working out, I'll say it. It might not be the best news you want to hear, but at least you have news. Which, I agree on her part, was a total jerk move by whoever this male was. And by the way, don't ghost people. It's lame. Just be straight up. Tell them the truth. If it didn't work, or whatever they did, you don't have to be jerk about it, but at least tell them something so they're not sitting there wondering what happened. You don't have to be rude. And I think the reason that he kissed her goodbye, he had no intention of talking to her again, but he didn't want to come off rude. Little did he know he still is a jerk, in my opinion. But I'm here to tell you, lady, whoever you are, and people who have gotten ghosted, she didn't see the red flags because the wolves are the ones who come with things that aren't in red flags. And what I mean is this. Let me get another bite of this, by the way. Over the years, I've witnessed this happen to me. I've witnessed this happen to others. And I've seen it way too much to know this. The people who initially, when you meet them, talk the most, Romeo, Juliet, they are the biggest liars of anybody. The real ones don't say things like that. Of course, there are exceptions to every rule. So somebody out there who's going to get offended because you're probably a liar too, my bad, is going to say, oh, well, I talk like that, but I mean it. Are you still with that person? Did you break up? Probably. You know why people say that? They say that because it's called telling you what you want to hear. And they know, because of the society we live in with the chick flicks and all this wonderful stuff, that they will say things to appeal to you in order to get what they want. And in this case, spending the weekend, she didn't say what went down, but we can all gather what went down. So we got what you wanted. And people will lie to you to get what you want. They will tell you what you want to hear. Most dudes don't think that way. They don't say Romeo stuff. All this, hey babe, I was just walking around the street and I was thinking of you, wanted to tell you have a good day. It's a crock of BS. Alright? I'm sorry. You might say it if you really care about somebody, but if you just met somebody 2 weeks ago, nah, you've done this before. They're lying to you to get what they want. I've had it happen to me. The only difference was, as I've played the game before, or been witness to the game, I've never been a type of person who lied to get what I want. If you don't want to you don't want to hang out with me, you don't want to talk to me, you don't want to be my friend, I'm not going to lie to you, because I don't want to, like, game somebody into doing something. To me, that's like, lame stuff, but most people will do that. And if you hear them saying things like baby and pet name stuff, and you just met, something's probably up. Not all the time, but it's probably up. I'd hate to break it to you. Fellas, if you hear from the woman you're talking to, and I've had it happen to me, like I said, and I can go into that she's never felt this way about anybody before, and they start doing things, and, oh, you know, I'm not really this type of way, and I'm not even talking about physical stuff, but the mental stuff. It is a rarity for people to fall in love. True love. That's infatuation, and some people can't discern the difference between the two. Discern means you can't tell the difference between the two. I don't use big words, but they know that's what you want to hear, or they think that's what you want to hear. And I had a girl that I started talking to. This is, of course, back in the old days, Facebook, before Facebook was for everybody. But we met through a mutual acquaintance, mutual friend. I saw her picture pop up on a little people you may know, and I was like, all right. So I slid into the messages, but I was just trying to see what you about. No, I commented on her pictures. That's what I did, because that's the passive aggressive way of trying to get what to know somebody. You comment on the picture. You say something. It's anything. So I did. And of course, it became something we started talking on a regular basis. But within like 2 weeks, there was a holiday called like the Sweetest Day, which apparently just passed like a week ago. It made me think of this. She's like, happy Sweetest Day, babe. And gave me like a card and all this other crap. I'm like, what's my middle name? I knew something was weird about it. She's giving me cards all the time, sending me sweet text messages, and I always replied with things like, you don't have to lie to me. I always said stuff like that, because I knew something was up. Why are you doing like that? I'm not, this, like, and this, I've had this, and I've seen it happen, but this is one, specific occasion. But whatever, I just had fun. Play the game you want to play. Whatever, we ended up hanging out for a while, we were talking for a while. Things did get to the, physical stuff, PG. You know what I found out? She had a boyfriend. Whole time. The whole time. So I said, yo, why'd you have to do that? First of all, I'm not the person, like, I don't play that other guy's stuff, because I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. So, I live by the golden rule. Like, if someone's involved with somebody else, like, I'm not involving myself with that. Don't let me be a shoulder to cry on. Don't let me be the other lane. And for me, I would never want that to happen to me, even though it has happened to me, full disclosure. I've had people, women that I've been with step out. I never cap about that. But the people I know who cheat and do the funny stuff and game and ghost and try to get physical, or they're usually the people with the most words, the most Casanova type of stuff. Like the dudes I know, they're like, oh, baby this, boo that, blah, 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 how you doing? I'm going to buy you some flowers. Like, the real ones don't do all that stuff. You might get a taco if I know you like tacos. You might get like a simple message every now and then, sporadically, checking in, how you doing, whatever. But it ain't like, you understand what I'm saying? Like wordy, like, hey, I just wanted you to know, like, you're everything that I wanted. And shut up, like, you're such a liar. Because the real stuff, the real couples, they don't do all that. I'm just being honest. Even with the social media stuff, when you post pictures and all that stuff about with your significant other, that's cool. You want people to see, and that's cool. You're happy in a relationship, you post stuff. But the people who post stuff with the long, wordy BS captions and 9 out of 10 times something's up. Who the hell are you talking to? Why are you posting a picture of your significant other? Oh, babe, I just wanted you to know you're my everything and blah, blah, and and happy getting 5.5 month anniversary, like stupid holidays, like stuff, there's a difference. Like if it's your 5-year anniversary and you're like, oh, babe, happy anniversary, I love you. Boom, done, quick. But the wordy, oh, I never knew what true happiness was until you walked in my life 2.5 weeks ago. Hi, boo, and it's my boo, and blah, 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 and 70 in the tag, and it this, and nah. You know why they're doing that? Because there's something up. Not all the time, but 90% of the time. Somebody gonna be mad at them saying this, because you probably live in it and you don't even realize it. Why would I post that if you're sitting next to me? Why wouldn't I just tell you? Hey, babe, I just wanted you to know, like, I'm really happy with you. What the fuck are you posting it for? The caption, not the picture. Understand what I'm saying? Like, you can post pictures with your significant, but the BS long captions to you, to my boyfriend, to my girlfriend, why the hell didn't you just tell them that? Why didn't you just walk upstairs or walk to their house or, hey, baby, I just wanted you to know blah, 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 blah. Like, because you're probably hiding some stuff. And I'm not saying you're hiding, like, extracurricular stuff, but you're trying to either pee in a proverbial circle and claim your land because you don't really trust them, or they don't really trust you, or something like that. Because the real ones don't do that. They don't. You might get some pictures. You might get the, hey, babe, I love you. Boom. Done. Because if you're secure in your relationship, you don't have to post all that wonderful extracurricular stuff. It's just a post. Me and my baby, my kids. Ain't all this stuff. I'll tell you. What is that? And I know I don't have a sweet bone in my body. I don't. I'm not a sweet guy. I might do sweet stuff, but it's like unintentional. I'm not trying to be sweet. I've had women I'm talking to, I'm like, hey, I'm at Burger King, you want something? Oh. And I'm like, you like Burger King? I'm different. But I'm real. If I'm feeling you, you'll know that I'm feeling you. I don't have to tell you that I'm feeling you. I don't have to text you at 2 o'clock in the afternoon because it's effing Tuesday and tell you I'm feeling you. Because the real ones, the stuff is nonverbal. If you're talking to somebody and they start getting real wordy and verby and it's cap. It's cap. I'm just telling you. I'm sorry. It's cap. Fellas, if you're doing it, you know why you're doing it. Ladies, if you're doing it, you know why you're doing it. If you hear something along the lines of I've never done this before, they've probably done it before. And these tacos are so good I haven't touched the zesty sauce. What are we saying? They've done it before. Oh, yeah, they've done it before. I know people been in love like 13, 14 times in their life. That's not love. It's not. That's not love. I remember I got that one friend who's never single and they're always in love, boy or girl. I remember one time it was like a clash of the two worlds. One of my friends was talking to this girl. He was that way. He was a Casanova type. You know, hey baby, blah blah blah, sending you like song lyrics and she get the whatever. But you know, if he asked me, because I don't give my unsolicited opinion, but if he asked me, he's like, yo, is this too much? I'd be like, hell yeah, it's too much, man. Nobody cares about that stuff. They feeling you. You ain't got to say all that BS. Just be you. That's not you. That's not you. But whatever. I met this girl, right? And I knew something wasn't right. Automatically. Just the way both of them they was moving. Problem was, he caught feelings. So, one day, because he was acting out of character, I said, oh man, he about to get taken for a ride. But I ain't say nothing because as a friend, you still got to stay in your lane. If you're a friend who comes up to somebody and someone's dating someone and you're all of a sudden just out of nowhere like, yo, I just want to tell you about this person, whatever, and you have no physical evidence and they're not going to listen to you. You're just going to come off like a hater. So you got to play your role. But one day, we went out for lunch. This is back before, I was fasting and all that. And he asked me. She's like, yo, what do you think? I'm like, how you guys been talking? She starts telling me, he got pet names and she's telling him this and how he's different and blah, blah, whoopsie whoop. And he said, what do you think? I said, you really asked me for my opinion? He said, yeah. I said, you're going to hear my opinion? He said, just tell me. I said, she's playing you. He said, how you know? I said, because the way she's talking is the words, that wordy BS, like she's telling him what he wants to hear, and it worked. Not to mention that she was obviously, like, very attractive. So it's easier to do when you're really attractive, too, because they're like, oh, you really like me, so you start getting geeked. So I told him, relax. This is not what you think. Understand where this is going. They don't want to listen to me. After that, I ain't say nothing. So you on your own? If you come to me and ask me, I'll tell you, but I'm staying in my lane. Of course, 1 month later, she ended up dating an entirely different guy that she was talking to the entire time. And he was in the feelings about it. The moral of the story, going back to the TikTok, the pet names that I want you to meet my friends, they want you to fall for the idea of that stuff because it works. Just be careful. I'm not telling you it doesn't happen. People fall in love very quickly, and some people still stay together. But when you meet somebody, and they know exactly what to say all the time, you gotta be careful. And I said exactly what to say, not do. Because to me, the real ones, when I knew I had a real one, in the days that, they didn't tell me anything. You just knew. They just did. Their actions. I didn't have to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So just understand that stuff. As far as the ghosting stuff goes, if somebody stops talking to you, no matter who you are, guy, girl, whatever, understand this and take it because this is the real stuff. You dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet. Because those people aren't good people. And if you consider yourself the person who got ghosted a good person, I'm going to try this zesty sauce just once. Let's just zest it. Come on, zest. Excuse me. So I'm sorry again. A little bit of zest. Just one bite. But if you consider yourself, damn, that's good. If you consider yourself a good person, understand you dodged a bullet. We move. Trust me. That person will get theirs. And don't waste your time and energy trying to even waste your thoughts on that person. Just move forward. I know it doesn't feel good. Nobody ever feels good about getting ghosted, but in reality, it really wasn't you. That person's a lame. And you don't have to start with the blank boy that you call guys and stuff like. Just get them out of your thoughts. Don't even talk about them. Don't think about them. Persona non grata. That means the person that, they don't exist. Almost like, Voldemort. You can't say his name. Harry Potter. But you get what I'm saying. I've had things end weird. But be the bigger person. Just, hey, what do you think about so-and-so? Nothing, Get cool. That's it. You don't have to be fake. Nothing. Just keep their name out your mouth. So, and I said this in other. I've had exes where things ended horribly. I have nothing bad to say. Nothing. Because truthfully, I hope they get everything they want in life. I don't want bad things to happen to them. Do whatever you do, just not near me. I hope your life is beautiful wherever you are, and that's, if people ever ask me, it just didn't work out. Sometimes things don't work between two people. Take it with grace. Because one day, you'll meet a real one. If that's what you're looking for. Me, I like real tacos, but if that's what you're looking for, you'll meet a real one. And you're a good person, you do the right things, you'll meet a real one. Somebody appreciates you. And someone that makes you understand what I'm saying. They deal with your BS, because you're not perfect. And they deal with the good stuff. And they don't have to tell you these things, because you just know. But anyway, I want to talk about that, because I hear the ghosting thing all the time, and, the client today was calling, the dude, he's an F-boy, and I'm just like, what are you then? And I say that respectfully, but you got to have your eyes open, your ears open. You got to understand that there's snakes around. You've got to just take the L. Just take the L and move on. Because as bad as you think that person is, they got you. And it happens. I've been got before. Now that I'm older, can't get me like that. Because it is. So just take the L and take it with grace. And remember that everybody takes L's. We all take L's. I've taken L's. You've taken L's. Take your L with grace. Move forward. We move. Continue to live your life. Continue your glow up. And do it for you, not anybody else. But anyway, that was really good. 10 tacos and ghosting talk. I hope you enjoyed the video. We will be back tomorrow. More content. I love y'all. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.